Well, this week, many students are back in school and on the field. With any sport comes the risk of injuries, fractures, sprains, especially concussions. Tonight, doctors are reminding parents and players to know the warning signs of head injuries. New on Nightside, our Kyle Simchuk sat down with a doctor at KXLY Health. And Kyle, there are steps athletes can take to prevent a concussion.
Well, Aaron, this doctor told me that football players need to always be building those neck and core muscles. They also need to make sure their gear and helmets are fitting them properly. Grass is cut. The lines are drawn. High school football is off and running. With it comes touchdowns, tackles, and possibly concussions.
It's really any force that's applied to the body that causes the brain to sort of move around and sort of bounce inside the skull.
Dr. Craig Panos with KXLY Health has treated a lot of them, and not just in football players.
I've actually seen golf concussions and tennis concussions, so it does happen.
And typically the damage doesn't show up in a CAT scan or MRI.
Really what you see is a series of symptoms related mostly to processing.
Severe repeated concussions can cause permanent brain damage, even death, which is why players, parents, and coaches need to know the warning signs.
You're looking for an athlete that maybe gets up slowly, stumbles, doesn't walk back to the huddle like he should.
Other warning signs include nausea, double or blurry vision, sensitivity to light or noise, confusion, and memory problems. Most schools have athletes undergo impact testing, a series of cognitive questions that gives players their own baseline. That test can be repeated and compared after a concussion.
This helps to give us an objective look at whether or not parts of the brain are affected. Are they slower? Are they less accurate?
When in doubt, players should always sit it out and get examined as soon as possible.
There's a lot of gains that we get for having our kids play sports. But again, what we want to do is make sure we're doing that in the safest way possible.
Safety tips that you can run with. I'm Kyle Simchuk, KXLY for Nightside.